NENOMATICA, where mathematics meets YouTube excellence. In this lesson, we will build a quadratic equation from its two given roots. The roots are x sub 1 equals the square root of 5 minus 2 divided by the square root of 5 plus 2, and x sub 2 equals the square root of 5 plus 2 divided by the square root of 5 minus 2. Our plan is simple. First find the sum of the roots, then find their product, and finally plug those into the monic quadratic form x squared minus sx plus p equals 0. Let's compute the sum. Add the two fractions using a common denominator. Expand the numerators. The cross-radical terms cancel, leaving 18. The denominator is a difference of squares, 5 minus 4, which equals 1. Therefore, the sum s equals 18. Next, the product. Multiply the two fractions, and notice everything cancels nicely. The numerator and denominator are identical, so the product p equals 1. Finally, use the monic quadratic form with given sum and product. The template is x squared minus sx plus p equals 0. Substituting s equals 18, and p equals 1 gives x squared minus 18x plus 1 equals 0. In this example, we will build a quadratic equation from relationships between its roots. The roots are x sub 1 and x sub 2. We will follow the exact algorithm shown. First, convert each given relation into a statement about the sum and the product of the roots, then solve for those values, and finally write the quadratic. Here is the given system. We are told that left parenthesis x sub 1 plus 1 right parenthesis times left parenthesis x sub 2 plus 1 right parenthesis equals 4. And 1 over x sub 1 plus 1 over x sub 2 equals 2. Let S be the sum x sub 1 plus x sub 2, and let P be the product x sub 1 times x sub 2. Step 1. Expand the first relation. Left side becomes x sub 1 x sub 2 plus x sub 1 plus x sub 2 plus 1. That is P plus S plus 1. Set equal to 4. Move the 1 to the right to get S plus P equals 3. Step 2. Convert the second relation using S and P. 1 over x sub 1 plus 1 over x sub 2 equals x sub 1 plus x sub 2 over x sub 1 x sub 2, which is s over p. That equals 2, so s equals 2p. Step 3. Solve the system s plus p equals 3 and s equals 2p. Substitute s equals 2p into the first equation to get 3p equals 3, hence p equals 1, and s equals 2. Step 4. Write the monic quadratic with those roots x squared minus sx plus p equals 0. Now substitute s equals 2 and p equals 1 to get x squared minus 2x plus 1 equals 0. This factors as left parenthesis x minus 1 right parenthesis squared equals 0. So the double root is x equals 1. Summary. We transform the relations into s plus p equals 3. Example. We are given a rectangle whose perimeter is 33 centimeters and whose area is 65 square centimeters. Find its side lengths step by step, exactly following a clean algebraic algorithm. Let the rectangle sides be x sub 1 and x sub 2. I will sketch a rectangle and label its width as x sub 1 and its height as x sub 2. Step 1. Use the perimeter formula. Perimeter equals 2 times the sum of the side lengths. Therefore, 2 times the quantity x sub 1 plus x sub 2 equals 33. Solving for the sum, x sub 1 plus x sub 2 equals 33 over 2. Step 2. Use the area formula. The area equals x sub 1 times x sub 2, which equals 65. So our system is the sum s equals 33 over 2, and the product p equals 65. Step 3. Build a quadratic with roots x sub 1 and x sub 2. The monic form is x squared minus sx plus p equals 0. Substituting s equals 33 over 2 and p equals 65 gives x squared minus 33 over 2x plus 65 equals 0. To clear the fraction, multiply by 2 to get 2x squared minus 33x plus 130 equals 0. Step 4. Solve the quadratic using the quadratic formula. Here a equals 2, b equals negative 33, and c equals 130. The discriminant equals b squared minus 4ac, which is 49. Therefore, x equals 33 plus or minus 7 all over 4. The two roots are 10 and 13 halves. Finally, place these values on the rectangle. One side is 10 centimeters and the other is 13 over 2 centimeters. Either assignment works since rectangle sides can be swapped. Answer: the rectangle side lengths are 10 centimeters and 13 halves centimeters. Their sum gives the given perimeter, and their product gives the given area. In this example, we will find all values of a for which the system has real solutions for x and y. Any two real numbers x and y can be viewed as the roots of a quadratic. The monic quadratic with sum s and product p is z squared minus sz plus p equals 0. Here s is x plus y, which equals 4a, and p is xy, which equals 8a. Substituting gives z squared minus 4az plus eta equals 0. For x and y to be real, this quadratic must have real roots, so its discriminant must be greater than or equal to 0. Compute the discriminant for a quadratic az squared plus bz plus c. The discriminant is b squared minus 4az. Here a equals 1, b equals negative 4, a, and c equals 8a. Therefore, delta equals negative 4a squared minus 4 times 1 times 8a, which simplifies to 16a squared minus 32a. Divide both sides by 4 to get 4a squared minus 8 is greater than or equal to 0. Now factor the left-hand side as 4 times parentheses a minus 2. We will solve the inequality for a times a minus 2 greater than or equal to 0 using a number line sign chart. The critical points are a equals 0 and a equals 2. The product is non-negative to the left of 0 and to the right of 2, including the endpoints. Therefore, a belongs to the union of negative infinity to 0, closed at 0, and 2 to infinity, closed at 2. So the set of all of values that make the system solvable in real numbers is the union of negative infinity to 0 closed and 2 to infinity closed. Recap. 1. Treat x and y as roots of a monic quadratic using their sum and product. 2. Require the discriminant to be non-negative. 3. Solve the resulting inequality with a sign chart. Example: we will build a quadratic equation when we know relations between its two roots. Given two real numbers x1 and x2 that are roots of the quadratic we seek. We are told the system x1 times x2 squared plus x2 times x1 squared equals 6, and x1 plus x2 equals 3. Step 1. Factor the first relation. Say it out loud: x1 times x2 squared plus x2 times x1 squared equals x1 x2 times the sum x1 plus x2. Step 2. Introduce the classic sum and product of the roots. Let s equal x1 plus x2 and p equal x1 times x2. We are given s equals 3. From the factored relation, p times s equals 6. So p equals 2. Step 3. A monic quadratic with roots x1 and x2 is x squared minus s times x plus p equals 0. Substitute s equals 3 and p equals 2 to get x squared minus 3x plus 2 equals 0. Step 4. Factor to find the roots. X squared minus 3x plus 2 factors to open parenthesis x minus 1 close parenthesis times open parenthesis x minus 2 close parenthesis equals 0. Therefore, the roots are x equals 1 and x equals 2. Quick check. The sum is 1 plus 2 equals 3, correct. And x1 times x2 squared plus x2 times x1 squared equals 1 times 2 squared plus 2 times 1 squared equals 6, correct. Final answer. The roots are 1 and 2. The quadratic is x squared minus 3x plus 2 equals 0. In this lesson, we build a quadratic equation from relations between its two roots. The given relations involve the first and second roots, which we call x prime and x double prime. We'll translate the relations into sum and product of roots, solve for them in terms of m, and then write the quadratic. Here are the two given equations. First, x prime times x double prime plus x prime plus x double prime minus m equals 0. Second, x prime times x double prime minus m times the sum of x prime, and x double prime plus 10 equals 0. Our unknown parameter is m. The actual roots are x prime and x double prime. A very helpful move is to name the sum and product of the two roots. Let capital S be x prime plus x double prime, and capital P be x prime times x double prime. Substituting these into the two equations will give us a simple linear system in S and P. We now solve this 2 by 2 system. First, multiply the top equation by m to prepare an elimination of S. Then add it to the second equation to eliminate S and solve for P. With P in hand, use P plus S equals m to find S. Substitute, and simplify carefully. In this lesson, we will find the two legs of a right triangle. We are told that the hypotenuse is 17, and that the difference of the legs is 7. We'll solve for the exact lengths, step by step. Let me draw a clean diagram. We'll call the vertical leg A, the horizontal leg B, and the hypotenuse C equals 17. Since a minus B equals 7, the vertical side will be longer than the base by 7 units. Step 1. Write the two equations. By the Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals 17 squared, which is 289, and from the statement, a minus b equals 7. Step 2. Express the sum of squares using the difference and the product. The identity says, a squared plus b squared equals the quantity a minus b squared plus 2ab. Substituting the numbers gives 49 plus 2ab equals 289, so 2ab equals 240, and therefore ab equals 120. Step 3. Now use the other identity. A squared plus b squared equals the quantity a plus b squared minus 2ab. Set 289 equal to the quantity a plus b squared minus 2 times 120. That gives a plus b squared equals 529, so a plus b equals 23. Step 4. With some 23 and difference 7, we can solve immediately. A equals the sum plus the difference over 2, which is 15, and b equals the sum minus the difference over 2, which is 8. As a quick check, the legs are also the roots of the quadratic with some s equal 23 and product p equal 120. That equation is x squared minus sx plus p equals 0, which factors to x minus 15 times x minus 8 equals 0. So the roots are 15 and 8 as found. Final check with the Pythagorean theorem. 15 squared plus 8 squared equals 225 plus 64 equals 289, which matches 17 squared. So our answer is correct. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more math lessons. NENOMATICA, where mathematics meets YouTube excellence.